It was time for another pepper harvest, so I headed down to my lower driveway where I grow them in the vertical gardens, and my husband reminded me, hey, there is a yellow jacket's nest down there in the retaining wall, so be careful. And he is very well aware of all of the yellow jackets around our house. As a matter of fact, last year we had our chicken tractor parked in the lower driveway. We were not using it for chickens at the time, and some yellow jackets decided to make it their home, so they set up a big nest in there. And of course my husband had to get rid of it and knocked it down and sprayed it, and it was a mess, but I'm glad he got rid of those at least. So we still have this little nest there in the retaining wall, and I decided it would be in my best interest to move the gardens over to the other side of the driveway. So I finished up my pepper harvest, and along came a little insect and perched right there at the side of my basket. I'm sure he was admiring all of my beautiful peppers. And this was quite a little mystery insect to me. At first I thought it was a hornet. Now I can't see it this close up when I'm outside, but I did zoom in on it with my camera. It was much bigger than a yellow jacket, but had a lot of bright coloring like a yellow jacket would. So I thought, well, maybe that nest in the retaining wall is not a yellow jacket's nest, and it's this little guy here. So I took my camera over there, did a little bit of recording just to confirm that this was a yellow jacket's nest, and it was, just like my husband said. So I still had to confirm what the mystery insect was, since it was definitely not nesting in the retaining wall. So with a little bit of help from the internet, just a click of a button, we found out that it is a hoverfly. Now I've done videos on hoverflies before, and they've always been much smaller, but this one came up as a hoverfly. It's also known as a newsbee, the Virginia flower fly, or a yellow jacket hoverfly, and it mimics a hornet or a yellow jacket. So that's why I was mistaking it for the yellow jacket. And then also I found it interesting that it's called a newsbee because it's very loud, buzzing sound. It'll fly around your head. You'll think it's maybe a hornet. The old wives' tale is that it's trying to deliver good news. You're supposed to expect good news in the mail if it's the yellow one, and there's apparently a black one, which is going to give you bad news. Even though I'm not a big old wives' tale follower, I was happy to know that it was at least yellow. And one of the characteristics is that it will bounce its abdomen up and down, and also it only has 2 wings and not 4. So I did not look at it real close up when I was out there with it, but it did have 2 wings. 2 wings fun, 4 wings run. So I actually did end up running from it because it started to chase me. I guess it had some news to deliver, but I ran from it. And you will also notice this little guy has an orange band on the abdomen along with yellow and black, and the yellow jacket is strictly yellow and black, and they are actually much smaller unless it's the queen. So just remember, 2 wings fun, 4 wings run, if you're close enough to count the wings. And then, of course, we want to have this little guy in our garden, and the reason why is they do not bite or sting, so do not be worried about getting bitten or stung. Their larvae eat aphids and decaying plant matter, and then they are also great pollinators. They will just love your plants, so keep them around in your garden. They were actually featured on a postage stamp in 1999, and so this is a good little insect to have around. I hope you learned something today along with me, and thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a beautiful day.